IELTS Pot 120. IELTS Pot 120. Whether it was a learning disability or not, Einstein himself believed that his slowness actually helped him develop his theory of relativity. He said that he ended up thinking about time and space at a later age than most children, at a time when his intellect was more developed. He didn't even begin to study mathematics until he was 12. There are popular rumors that he failed his math classes, but this is actually not true. Mathematics was a later passion. His first was violin. Like many intellectuals, Einstein had a passion for music. He started his study of the violin during elementary school and continued playing violin for the rest of his life. When Einstein was 15, his family moved to Italy. Soon after that, his parents sent him to Switzerland, where in 1896, he finished his high school. After graduating from high school, he enrolled in a Swiss technological institute. In 1898, he met and fell in love with a young Serbian woman, Miliva Maric. Maric was a mathematician, and Einstein considered her his intellectual equal. Einstein received a teaching diploma in 1900. The next year, he became a Swiss citizen. Although he had his teaching diploma, he had a hard time finding a teaching job. In fact, he never did find one. A friend's father helped him get a job at the Swiss Patent Office. He began working there in 1902. His job involved reviewing inventors' applications for patents. When he looked over the applications, he often found faults in the applicants' drawings. He would make suggestions so they could improve their designs and better their chances for receiving a patent. The same year, Einstein began working at the patent office. He and Milava had their first child, a daughter, although they didn't actually get married until 1903. Their son was born following year. There is no record of whether the two children inherited their father's learning disability. This is the end of section 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Pause CD for 10 minutes. You will now have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the listening answer sheet. This is almost the end of the test. You now have one more minute to check all your answers. This is the end of listening section, Model Test 1. Model Test 2. IELTS Listening, Model Test 2. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in full section. Write all your answers in the listening question booklet. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1 on page 276. Section 1, you will hear a conversation between the interviewer and the woman shopper. First, you have some time to look at question 1 to 7 on page 276. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first. Example, man 1. Excuse me, ma'am, could I have a few minutes of your time? Woman 1. What do you need? First, welcome to the Lougheed Mall, the largest shopping center in Vancouver. We're conducting a survey in the shoppers of the shoppers at this mall. We want to learn about when and how often people shop the stores they prefer. In general, people's habit when they shop at the mall. Would you mind answering a few questions about your shopping habits? Narrator, the man says he's conducting a survey of the shoppers. So B has been circled. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen to it carefully and answer question 1 to 7.